How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Hopefully we got through another week doing some sciencing and you guys are prepping for a Memorial Day celebration in whatever capacity and hoping that maybe you're spending some time with your family and some loved ones and maybe some people at a distance that you may have not seen in a long time. So just happy to be here. Hopefully everybody's doing okay and things are starting to shape up in the manner of being a little bit more normal for you. So hoping you're able to get out and do some things. So what are we doing today, right? I thought maybe because some people deal with stress in a different way, that we would focus on an additional project that we at OWOW do here with the sensory sensitive population, right? So some children, some grown-ups have oversensitivity or undersensitivity, you know, need to be stimulated a little bit more than others. But this exercise, this demonstration, this is extremely important in so many different manners. So it's a very simple way to relieve stress, use some tactile functioning, deal with some materials that are wonderful for students and adults that may have some sensory issues, or just for if you even don't have sensory sensitive issues or challenges. This is a really neat little science, not really too much science behind it, but there is a science behind why we get stressed and why some people deal with stress in different manners. So this is the Sensory Art Stress Ball. Now, we are providing this particular exercise or science-based project, STEM-based project online. This was put together by one of our educators. We also have some other sensory sensitive fun activities. You know, we've got the pipe cleaner tree, that's a nice sensory exercise. We've got the ice cube painting, which is always fun. And then toilet paper roll bird feeders, you know? Who doesn't like to stick their fingers in a bunch of peanut butter, right? No. So if you were hypersensitive, right, you probably wouldn't want to stick your fingers in peanut butter. If you were hyposensitive, right, that may mean you need a little bit more stimuli. So maybe you would want to stick your fingers in peanut butter. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But for this particular demonstration, you don't need a lot of things. Funnel. Here's where this material can be utilized in so many different manners. We're going to use sand. So a bag of sand. You can go out in your backyard and get some dirt. Maybe use mom and dad's flour from the cabinet, the kitchen cabinet, right? You can use rice. So all of these materials have a different feeling to them and a different sensory to certain people and may be different to others. So choose whatever you want. Yeah, so sand, we're going to use sand today. Flour is really cool to use because it has the ability to just be shaped. Sand has a little bit more give to it. Dirt's obviously gonna, if you get it wet, it's gonna become mud, right? You're gonna make mud ball, right? Need a pair of scissors, some really silly string, fun colored yarn or string or something that you can use to tie, and 2 balloons. Now one balloon you're gonna keep fully together, and the other balloon you're gonna cut. You're gonna cut the top off of, okay? Now, there's a reason for that, and you can make one of these with just 1 balloon. We found that utilization of 2 balloons helps make the stress ball a little bit more durable. So 1, 2, you can use 3 if you wanted, but we're going to use 2 for today. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill up the balloon that has all its parts to it, okay, with an amount of sand, rice, dirt, whatever that you may have. Sometimes it's easier to blow the balloon up first, you know, pinch it off a little bit, get it stretched out, and then you're going to put your funnel inside here. Now, students may have a little bit of a challenge here or an opportunity to, expand upon something they may not be able to do. So if this becomes something that they don't want to touch, they don't want to feel, for those hypersensitive students or adults, then I would say that maybe an extra set of hands might be good, you know, so that somebody can help out in this instance. But in any case, you want to just slide that balloon over. Now, you can keep air in there. I let mine out, but it always is kind of fun to let the air in there. And if you have a child who likes to feel the balloon while it's full, then keep the air in it. I'm just going to use this right now with no air in it. I will say that when you're pouring the sand or the rice or the dirt in here, again, maybe some of the students or the children or the adults that you're working with don't want to touch the sand. You know, maybe they have hypersensitivity. You can put gloves on them, you can put mittens on them. That's always a good thing. And for the students that are hyposensitive, maybe they want to pour. Maybe you keep the sand in a bag and allow them to play with the bag. Or, you know, you can put the sand, you know, or the rice or the dirt on a tray and let them, you know, just feel the dirt and, you know, feel the grains, however that is. So, and put things out. I mean, when I was working in counseling, one of the things that we put out were macaroni. Now, it's easily broken, but sticking your fingers in it or even just rolling it in your hand, you know, rolling it back and forth was always therapeutic. Rolling it across a table, always therapeutic. And you notice I'm on the Lego table at OWOW right now, and just running your hands across, just feeling the difference in just regular flat paper to that tactile Lego. That's a feeling, that's a sensory that people enjoy. So even the string, you know, you can let them get an extra piece of string and give it to them, and sometimes they like to run it through their fingers or let it touch their face. So this is a demonstration that can kind of parlay into so many other things. But in any case, sorry, got off on a tangent there. Balloon, and you're going to want to put sand in here. So the easiest thing to do is, if it's in the bag, just open up just really one side of the bag, right? And pour as much sand as you can inside there, right? Till it fills up. I will say that you can allow the students to pick their favorite color. I'm a big fan of yellow because the other color that goes with yellow is black, right? Black and yellow, like the Steelers. So any of the Steeler fans out there, yeah, use black and gold, right? Okay. So in any case, I filled up the balloon to the very top of the rib here, and I left this part empty because we're going to need to tie this off. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to tie off that balloon, okay? Now, again, if you were just using one balloon, you've got your stress ball already, okay? You've got your stress ball pretty much almost done. The only other thing you want to do to this is add the string for maybe some hair or a bow tie. I'm going to add my second balloon here and show you how to put that second balloon on, okay? So open part, right? We've cut the end off this one. You're going to slide this over the bottom of our balloon, right? Okay, so it's going to, maybe like it's a raincoat or something for the other balloon. So we're just going to slide that over the bottom. And again, little hands may not be able to do this. Sensory sensitive hands may, you know, have an issue with feeling of the balloon. So there's where like an extra pair of hands may come in handy. Okay, so I left a little bit at the top, right? So I wrapped my balloon that was cut right around the top there. So it gives a nice little multicolor there, and you know, that can be the top of your stress ball. You could be done with this. You don't need to add the string. That's just visual, some more sensory adaptation for this, but this ultimately is ready to go. The only other thing that you may want to do is add a little face to it, but let me show you what I did to a stress ball that I pre-made. So I actually took the string, okay, and I cut it into little lengths, you know, as if they were hair, okay? So little pieces, right? And then you would tie this around the top of your balloon in a knot, just like so, right? And if you did that all the way around, if you cut your string in certain pieces, then it would become individual strands of hair. Now, maybe you're saying, hey, Mr. Ralph, my stress ball's hair is getting way too long, like yours, right? So how do you cut your stress ball's hair, right? So what you want to do is you want to turn it upside down, right? Hair, and you can trim your stress ball's hair. Look at that. So if the hair is too long, or if it's, you know, for those students who are overly sensitive, you can shorten the hair. You don't have to add it. My buddy Richie's out there. Good to see you, Slink. Stress balls, man, stress balls. So the only thing left to do with our stress ball here is to draw a little face on it. So obviously, you know, I draw a little face on, and you can You can take a permanent magic marker. You can take a pen, whatever's easiest for you, and you can draw a little face on your, there you go. Pretty simple. Gives a little added happiness to your stress ball. And then there it is. So when things are going wrong or you're having a bad day, then you can obviously take this out, squeeze it. Man, if you wanted to throw this against the wall, you could do that too. I found that these are really neat to put on your desk at work, or if you're at school and you address it with the teacher, you can set this on your desk, and maybe when the test gets too hard, or maybe you're struggling to find the answer to that question about, like, what's the Bernoulli principle? And you have to think a little bit, and you're getting a little frustrated. You know, give your stress ball a couple of squeezes and boom, that answer will pop right in your head. Bernoulli's principle works with high and low pressure, right? You'll get the answer correct. So yeah, just something fun to do, something very easy. Again, we're offering sensory sensitive programming to students as well as the other programming that we have. I think it's very important. You know, there's a dynamic in our community that may be not having the ability to utilize what we have. So this is a program geared for those sensory sensitive students or those children. And if you're not, I mean, this is across the board, anybody can utilize this. And hopefully in times of stress, you utilize these stress balls or whatever we have to relieve it. Tearing some paper up, that's a good problematic situation there too. So yeah, appreciate everybody being around. Hopefully you had a great week. You're wrapping it up here. Happy Friday, working into the weekend. You got a 3-day weekend now. Happy Memorial Day out there to you. Enjoy the outside. I know it's raining right now, and you know what? Sometimes the rain's really peaceful, isn't it? You know, you just go out and you listen to the rain and it brings your thoughts back, right? So, miss you guys. Make sure you're hopping on the web, checking us out, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I will say this, I'm going to give you a little teaser now. Look and keep searching the web. We've got some new product that might be happening out there and might be able to be offered to the public. I know you can go to our store online and you can find some sensory sensitive products, you know, Mars Mud, we've got that. You know, we've got kinetic sand, right? You can get that. Maybe you want one of these really fun, super awesome balls, right? That light up, very sensory sensitive friendly, right? But in any case, find a way to get to us and say hello. We miss everybody. We're thinking about you. And we're just eager to get back into the thing, eager to get back into the museum. But again, we're trying to stay safe. So hopefully you're safe too. Make sure you're still doing sciencing at home. Send us your videos. I want to see what everybody's doing. I know you're probably getting tired of seeing me, and probably some of you are really having some sensitivity issues staring at my beard. So maybe you're going to need a stress ball after watching this. Who knows? I don't know. But in any case, miss you guys. Find a way to get to us. We're doing everything we can to get to you. So reciprocity is there. Have a great weekend. Happy holiday. See you next week.